Okay, now let's come back home. Statistics are showing that half of all adults in our country are overweight or obese. Members of the police are not excluded from this. There are worries that they are becoming unfit and this impacts their jobs. Today, the SAPS signed a memorandum of understanding with 2 gyms. Now, Theodor Mashele joins us with more because he was there and following this story for us. So, Theo, good afternoon, welcome back. So tell us about this agreement. What exactly does this memorandum of understanding with the 2 gyms and the police service mean?
Well, Braden, the memorandum of understanding is meant to encourage the police force to go and join the gym. So what is happening in the country at the moment is that police personnel are tested physically when they go into the field, but when they make it in, there is no continuation of that testing. There's only some medical examinations that are regular, but there is no physical testing that they continue doing with the police force. So hence this memorandum of understanding with 2 gyms, which is Planet Fitness and Virgin Active, and is to what these gyms are offering is basically a 20% discount to anybody who works for the SAPS or who serves, rather, for the SAPS.
Across the country?
Across the country.
For the 2 gyms?
For the 2 gyms to be able to join the gym and go work out. But we did ask the Commissioner, General Masemula, that what exactly is entailed within this memorandum, and this is what he had to say about it.
The members of South African Police Service are not unfit, all of them. There are those that are unfit, yes, of course, but not all of them. More than 50% are quite averagely good in terms of fitness. So we want to improve that and make it better so that they stay fit because their work calls for fitness when they go toe-to-toe with criminals. So we need fit police members. That will also assist us in reducing the medical bill. Our medical aid payment will also be eased because the more they fit, less will they be visiting medical health practitioners.
You know what, General Masemula should lead by example. He should be the first to join one of those gyms to lead by examples, because I'm just wondering, what are the rest of the officers saying? How have they responded to this signing of this memorandum of understanding? Is a 20% discount?
Yes,
with
yes.
The 2 gyms, Planet Fitness and
Virgin Active.
And Virgin Active.
And it's
what are they saying? Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned that he should lead by example, because today in the morning he did join in the aerobics classes as they were doing, and he was not coping. So I did ask him.
He must keep going.
Yes, I was like, how are you doing, General? And he was like, yeah, this thing is tough, but we do need a police force that is strong enough, particularly with the crime rate rising, with we having the festive season approaching. Maybe it might be a bit too late for police officers to be joining in only now, but we do have the festive season, which is one of the busiest seasons. And also we do have, we've seen in recent cases, the Zamazamas and the policemen trying to chase the Zamazamas, who are very agile, by the way.
Yeah, but I mean, we must sort of say, okay, well done for seeing the problem of being overweight as a police force. That is not good.
Yes.
And getting into an agreement with gyms. But the challenge is going to be implementation. So how are they responding, the officers that were there, that you were talking to?
So the officers are quite pleased with it, but there's still an issue when we spoke to the South African police unions, saying there's a condition within this that is kind of forces the police members to go to this and participate within this program, and there might be consequences if they don't. So now the union is really not happy about this. This is the spokesperson of the union.
There is an issue that we have in terms of the policy with the South African Police Services. We have tabled it in the bargaining council because there is a policy that was not consulted with us as a union. So through that process, we said that it needs to be consulted with us, because members that were told that if they do not comply with going to those fitness classes or fitness sessions, then they would be disciplined. So there are some cases that we know and that we are dealing with. That is why we have since taken that matter to council to say, let us consult on the issue of policy so that we can have a clear understanding. The members can understand the importance of...
Yeah, I mean, they're not happy because there might be disciplinary issues. One would think if you join the police force, you understand the importance of staying fit. So what is this condition exactly that they think they want to challenge?
So the condition is the fact that now these two gyms will be able to track their attendance. Therefore, they'll be able to track their participation within the program to stay fit. And if the police don't stay fit, then there will be consequences that they will face. Somewhat of a disciplinary hearing that they might face for not keeping fit.
Is that the aerobic exercise we're showing that was happening this morning?
That is the general participation.
And General Mashele said he's not coping.
He was not coping. He was breathing throughout, and he was just breathing heavily even after the entire session.
Well, they need to get going. It's very important. I would think with the challenges we face with crime in the country, it will be some kind of a requirement when you join the police force, besides other things like integrity and all of those things, to say, you know, you commit to staying fit. Now you're going to make a choice as an officer where you live, how you do that, but you have to look nice and fit. But do you get a sense that the union will take this thing further from what they told you in terms of their concern about the condition that says you're going to be monitored or else?
I think they will take it further because he was saying that they're concerned about these disciplinary measures per se. So they're not concerned mainly about the fact that there's consequences, but the fact that the disciplinary measures themselves were never discussed with the union. So they want the disciplinary measures to be ironed out with the union before they could implement something like that, where they can punish somebody for not going to gym.
But they understand the need for not to be fit and not to be obese.
They definitely understand the need. One of the police officers on the field told me that this should have been implemented for the police to keep on going into the academy constantly before. But now it just seems like now the commissioner is trying to do damage control, because we've all seen our police officers out.
And we joke about it. I mean,
Yes.
we've all seen our police officers, as you say, Theo, we joke about it. But today, we just showed that video clip there of some of them doing that aerobics and stuff like that. I mean, did you see the challenge? Did you see many of them being overweight there?
I did question them about that, because I was seeing people there who were fit. I was seeing people there who could handle these aerobics. But that is not the picture that we are seeing on our roads when we see a police officer. Many of us usually joke, and even on social media, there's a lot of jokes about police officers not being able to chase criminals because they are simply obese. So I did question them about that to say, if this program is for the people who really need it, shouldn't we be seeing police officers who are overweight taking part in these activities? Because after all, those are the police officers that are targeted mainly by this.
Yeah, and the leadership of the police, from General Mashele all the way down, they need to lead by example, you know, so that the other officers can be encouraged, and hopefully that condition that might be contentious around discipline can be sorted out. I mean, look at them there. You can tell that that was to make sure that they look good on eNCA.
Exactly.
When you were there with the cameras, with the other media as well. But hopefully it's going to be something that is ongoing. I mean, they should make it a condition. You join the police force, you've passed at the academy, you say, I commit to stay fit all the time.
Yes.
Thank you very much. That's Theodor Mashele. They're just giving us a wrap-up of what happened today in this new memorandum of understanding between the police service and two gyms, Virgin Active and Plant Fitness, across the country. 20% discount for officers to go and join the gyms as a way of encouraging them.